Welcome back to the Odooistic channel, guys. Today we are diving into the world of Odoo 18 with, with a fundamental tutorial that will help you build your customization skills. I have been hearing a lot from you, and I know many of you are just starting with Odoo development. So I wanted to create this basic video to walk you through some of the most important customization features, especially to views. We will be covering 4 essential views in Odoo 18: form views, Kanban views, tree views, and calendar views. But why are these views so crucial? Well, these views are the backbone of how users interact with data in Odoo. Whether you are handling customer records, sales orders, or employee data, these views let you present that information in the most efficient and user-friendly way possible. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create and customize each of these views, explain these uses, and guide you through why they are so important for creating a dynamic user experience in Odoo. So very first, as you can see, we are using Odoo 18. At the moment, it's Enterprise Edition. And as usual, for customization, we are using Visual Studio Code at the moment. I will be using Visual Studio Code. And you can see, as usual, in Odoo 18, I have got a custom folder. So let's start with the module structure. So first of all, we will be creating a new folder and name our folder or module name. So today, for this purpose, I am going to create custom views. So the name of our directory will be custom views, and in this custom views we will be creating, as usual, 2 basic files, and second one will be manifest file. In this custom views we will be creating first folder, which is models, second folder views, third folder security, and fourth folder static. I think these are enough. Sorry, not in model, but in custom views. Static. So 4 folders are fine. So in this main base init file, we will be just referencing models, and in models as well, we will be creating a new file, init.py. Right. Static. Okay. And also in static, we will be creating a new folder, description. Right. So guys, step 2, create the essential files. We have done it. Init file marks the directory as a Python package. So here we have also referenced as well. Then manifest file contains metadata for the module. So let me just copy paste the data into this file. In manifest file, which is this one now. Right. So guys, this file contains the first, I start with name, the name of the module, and in our case is custom views example. Then version, the version of our module. So let's call it 18. This is how we can structure it. Then the third one, the third is category, the category under which the module will appear in Odoo, like custom, sales, etc., etc. So we have done custom. Then the author. You can write your name here. your name or the name of your organization, then depends. And depends the list of modules that your module depends on. Here it is just base, which is the foundation of your all Odoo modules. Then data, it specifies the XML files that contain the views and actions to be loaded by Odoo. So in our case, we will be using in views directory, we will create a custom views.xml file. So let's copy this from here and we create it now. .xml. So this is good. And in manifest file, the second is security. So we also need this file in security folder to give access rights and permissions to our model. Right. Then we have got description. So description is a detailed description of what the module does, including the functionality of the views. So as you can see, I have written this module demonstrates how to create and customize 4 essential views in Odoo 18. Form view display detailed information for individual records. Tree view, so we will call it list view, because in Odoo 18 they have changed the name from tree to list view. Present records in a table-like structure for easy browsing. Don't worry, I will just show you when we will be creating. Kanban view, use cards to visualize workflows and processes. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So let's go in contacts. So these are the Kanban view. This is the Kanban. This is the cards, as I was just talking with you. And this is a tree view. This is a tree view. These are the Kanban views. And when we click a Kanban, it's opening a form view. This is I'm talking about. And let me just show you a calendar view. Okay, so this is a calendar view where you have got the whole month and you can shift it on different months as well. So this is a calendar view. This is what I'm talking about. So we will be creating all those for views. Calendar view, view records based on data fields in a calendar layout, and this module provides a complete example of creating custom views and integrating them with your model for enhanced user experience and interaction with data in Odoo. Then we have got summary, a brief one-line summary of what the module does. Website is optional. You can just give your website as well if you want. Then license, the license type, in this case, it's AGPL3. You can just give any license. Then installable, set to true, which means this module can be installed in Odoo. Yes, application true. So what it means that once it will be installed, it will also give you access to an application on Odoo dashboard. Auto install, set to true, which means this module can be installed in Odoo. Then we also have got sequence. It's completely optional. Controls the order of installation relative to other modules. And here are some images you can just give, but in our case, we are not giving these images. But well, you can also define if you want. All right, guys. So after this, we will be creating a new file which is in models, and we name it models.py. So I'm just going to put this file in, which is models.py. You can just name any file. And we also need to give reference to this file in our init file. Models. All right. So from Odoo import models and then fields. This line imports models and fields from Odoo. Models. This is used to define Odoo models, which are Python classes that correspond to tables in the database. Then fields. this is used to define the different types of data fields that you want to store in your model, such as text, numbers, dates, etc. Then the next we are going to create class. So class custom record models.model. This defines a new model called named custom record, which inherits from models.model. In Odoo, all custom models need to inherit from models.model to work properly. Name is custom.record. So the name attribute is used to define the technical name of the model. This is how the model is identified within Odoo's internal system and database. In this case, custom.record is the model's unique identifier, and Odoo will create a corresponding table in the database with the same name. Underscore description is a custom record example. So basically this provides a description of what the model is for. It is mainly for documentation purposes, and it helps users understand what this model is doing when they browse through the Odoo interface. Fields in this model. I have created these 4 fields. The first is name is fields.character and then string. So basically fields.character, this defines fields.character. This defines a character field which is typically used for text like names or titles. String is record name. This is just the name of this field. This sets the label that will be displayed for this field in the user interface. Here it will be labeled as record name. And then required is true. So basically this required is true. This makes this field mandatory. Users will not be able to create or save a record without filling in this record. Then the second is description, is fields, it's text. So fields.text, this defines a text field ideal for longer descriptions or notes. It stores large amount of text such as description of the record. String is description. This is the label of the description field that will. And next date, fields.datetime. So this defines a date and time field which allows users to store both the date and time. It's useful for tracking when a particular event or action happens. String is date. This label for this field will be date. And then the last one, amount. Fields.float, string is amount, numeric field to store amount. So amount is equal fields.float. This defines a floating point number field which stores numeric values such as prices or amounts. String is amount. This is again the label for the string for this field will be amount, and it will be used to store a numerical value like a price or quantity. So how this works in Odoo actually. Basically this video guys will be in bit details because as I said, this is for basic learners, for basic Odoo starters. So definitely I'm going in bit details. So each field is stored in a separate column in the underlying database table for the model custom.record. When you define a field, Odoo automatically generates a corresponding UI element in the views, form, list, Kanban, etc. based on the field type. For example, the character field will show up as a text input box, the text field as a larger text box, the date time field as a date time picker, and the float field as a number input. So in this code, we have defined a custom model called custom record, which is used to present a custom record in Odoo. This model has 4 fields: name, description, date, amount. So these fields correspond to columns in the database and will allow you to store and manage information in Odoo's backend. When you use these fields in views like forms or lists, Odoo will automatically generate the appropriate user interface elements based on the field types. So next, we need to create now our form views, guys. As you can see, this custom_views file is empty at the moment. So we are going to start with the form view, and let me just copy form view for you. So the first, we are giving the tag Odoo, and this is our first form view. So the record ID is view custom underscore form model is equal to ir.ui.view. This tag defines a new view record in Odoo. The ID is a unique identifier for this view underscore custom underscore form, and model is ir.ui.view, indicates that this is a view definition record. Then field name is name, custom.record.form. The name custom.record form is a unique internal identifier for the form view, and it is used to reference this form in other parts of the system. Then field name is model custom.record. So basically this defines the model that this view is associated with. In this case, it is linked to the custom record model, which we defined earlier in the models.py file. Field name is arc, type is XML. So the arch field contains the XML definition of the layout and structure of the form. The type is XML. Attribute tells Odoo that the content of this field is XML. So inside this form tag, form string is custom record form. So this starts the form layout and sets the title of the form to custom record form. Then the sheet. This tag creates a container for the form fields. It helps organize the form layout. Group. This is used to group the fields together. Here we are grouping 4 fields: name, description, date, and then amount. So this form will allow users to input or modify the record name, description, date, and amount fields in the system. So the next, we are going to create a tree view or list view, because in Odoo 18 the name is list view. So we will also give some okay, so this is a list view. Sorry. And again, I start with record ID is view custom tree, or we call it, let's call it list. And model is ir.ui.view. So this tag defines a new view record in Odoo. The ID is a unique identifier for this view. Again, view custom list, and model is ir.ui view, indicates that this is a view definition record. Field name is custom.record.tree. Let's call it again list. So this is the name of this view. Then the model where with which it corresponds with. So again, our custom model is custom.record. Then field name is arch, type is XML, and then we are starting list string custom records. Again, this is the name of our tree view, and we are adding these 3 fields in there: name, description, amount. What we do, we also add date as well. Okay, so we have also added date as well. Then the third, we are going to create a Kanban view. Right. So a Kanban view is a visual representation of records using cards that can be moved between different stages. It is widely used in a project management and workflow management. The Kanban view in Odoo is great for displaying records as cards and allows you to drag and drop them between different stages. So the first, I start with record ID. Again, view custom Kanban model is ir.ui.view. This creates a new view record in Odoo. The ID is a unique identifier for the Kanban view. Then the model ir.ui.view specifies that this record is in view and it is part of the ir.ui.view model, which stores all the view definitions in Odoo. Field name, then name custom.record.kanban. The name field defines the internal name of the view. In this case, it is called custom.record.kanban, and it's how Odoo will refer to this specific Kanban view. Then field name is model custom.record. This ties the Kanban view to the custom.record model. This means the Kanban view will display records from the custom.record model that you previously defined. Then after that, field name, arc, type is XML. You already know this. Then we are going to create our Kanban with Kanban string. This tag defines the actual Kanban view. The string is custom records, sets the title of the Kanban view to custom records. Field name is name. So this displays the name field of the custom.record model on each Kanban card. Field name is description. This displays the description field of the custom.record model on each Kanban card. And then we are starting with templates. So the templates tag allows you to define custom templates for how the Kanban records should be rendered. In this case, you are defining the Kanban card layout. Inside the TT-name Kanban box, the div class OE Kanban card. This is the main container for each Kanban card. The class OE underscore Kanban underscore card is a predefined Odoo class that styles each card. Then div class OE Kanban details. This div contains the details of the card. It's very basic Kanban, but you can add how you like. You can just go in Odoo code as well, the original Odoo Kanban code as well. Just you can look at the classes, how Odoo has used different classes, and then you can just utilize them accordingly. So div class OE Kanban details, this contains the details of the card. Then strong field name. So this displays the name field inside a strong tag, making the record's name bold. Then field name is description. This displays the description field inside a paragraph tab. And then div class OE Kanban footer. This is the footer section at the bottom of each Kanban card, where you can use, I'm just going to use amount here. This displays the amount field inside a span tag at the bottom of the card. So how this works in Odoo, guys. This code will display a set of Kanban cards for each record in the custom.record model. Each card will display the name, description, and amount fields from the model. Customization of card layout. The cards are customized using the template section. The layout inside each card is controlled by the HTML structure, and you can add any other fields or styling as needed. Fields to display. The fields you display in this Kanban card, name, description, and amount, are specified by the field tags inside the template tags. So feel free to extend this layout further by adding more fields, styling, or even implementing custom drag and drop functionality. Would you like further examples? Just let me know in the comment section and we will just go along with that. Okay, guys. And then we have defined form view, list view. I've used tree word for many versions, so it's a bit difficult to forget tree view. But anyway, I'm just trying to use with list view word and Kanban view. Now the last but not the least, we are going to create calendar view. So this is the code for calendar view. Again, it will start with the record ID. A calendar view, first of all, in Odoo is used to display records based on a date field in a calendar format. This view is ideal for managing events, appointments, or any other records tied to specific dates. So First, record ID. This defines a new view record with the ID of view custom calendar. It belongs to the IR view, UI view model as well. Then the name. This sets the name. This sets the name of the view to custom.record.calendar. This name is used to identify this specific calendar view. Field name model custom.record. This associates the calendar view with a custom.record model, which means the calendar view will display records from this model. And then we are giving a string to our calendar. Date start is date. This defines the calendar layout for the view. The string custom records calendar is the title, and this will appear at the top of the calendar. The date underscore start is equal to date specifies that the date field from the custom.record model will be used as the start date of each record for each record. So you need to ensure that your model has a date field for this to work properly. Field name is name. This field will display the name of the record in the calendar view. Field name amount. This field will display the amount of for the record on the calendar card. Okay, guys. So all these four form views we have created, and now it's time to create a action view. So let's copy paste the action view code. The action is used to specify what views should be shown when users access a specific model in Odoo. In this case, the action will include the form, list, Kanban, and calendar views for the custom.record model. So again, start with record ID, action underscore custom underscore record. This creates a new action record with the ID of action underscore custom underscore record. The action is of type ir.actions.act underscore window, which is used for window actions. Opening views inside the Odoo interface. Field name is name custom record. So this sets the name of the action of custom records. This name will appear in the Odoo interface when the action is triggered. Field name is res model underscore model custom.record. This links the action to the custom.record model. This means that when the action is triggered, it will open views for the custom.record model. Field name is view underscore mode list from Kanban calendar. So what it means, this specifies the different views that should be available for this action. The views are displayed in the following order: list, form, Kanban, and calendar. This defines where the action will be open. Target is current, means that the action will open in the current window rather than opening a new window or tab. You can also create it. You can also open it on a new window as well if you want. After that, we will be creating the menus. Okay, so the parent menu and sub menu explanation for you. The parent menu is the main category under which your sub menus will be grouped. In this case, the parent menu will be labeled custom. Here you can see the name is custom and will appear under the settings menu. It will be on main Odoo dashboard as an app, and that app will name as custom. And once we will click that custom, our sub menu is actually, this is the sequence. You can also having a sequence in your menu. And then this is the icon of that application, which we will be seeing in Odoo dashboard. On Odoo dashboard, when we click that menu, that will be connected. That is connected with this sub menu. Our sub menu name is custom views menu. Name is custom views and parent. So in this parent, we have given the ID of this our main menu, which is base underscore menu underscore custom. Then once we will click this menu, our action will be triggered, which is action underscore custom underscore record, which is this one. this action, and once this action will be triggered, it will show us the first list, and then once we click that, our form view will be opened, and we can also view Kanban and calendar views as well. So guys, this is the complete structure of our all the form views, model file, and also guys, one more thing, we also need to create a security file as well. Okay, so guys, this is a security file. So ID, the unique identifier for this access control rule, this ID. Then the name, human readable name for the rule. Model underscore ID. So the model that this access control rule applies to, model underscore custom underscore record, refers to our custom dot record model. Then group underscore ID, this user group that this rule applies to. So in this case, I'm going to use base.group user, so everyone can use it. To regular users, and base group system refers to system administrator. So if you want to use just for the administrators, you can use base.group underscore system. Then this permission read, if sets to one, users in this group can read records from this model. Then permission write as well. This is if sets to one, users in this group can update records in this model. And then the same for permission create and same for permission unlink. Unlink means delete. So this is the ID, this is the name, and then the model ID, and then group ID, and then 1111 means full permission is for this model. Right, guys. So guys, this is the time now to install this module. Let me just add an icon as well in our static file, and then description. I am going to add this icon here. This icon, it is beautiful. Okay, so let's restart Odoo service and go in our UI. First, make sure our developer mode is on. Then click on apps. And first click update apps list. In the meantime, copy the name of this module from manifest file and then paste it here. So once you paste it, you will get your module here. So click activate. Once you activate, after a couple of seconds, your module will be installed depending on the size of your application or module. So our module custom has been installed, as you can see in this very nice, good looking module picture as well is there custom. So we click it. So as you can see, our action defines the very first list. So in this list, there is nothing, but we can create, we say record name is first appointment, and we say need to attend meeting, and date is tomorrow, and how much money is this appointment for? I mean, the bill we are discussing is 5,000, which is pretty much very important meeting. Save it. And we also need to create a couple more. So second supplier meeting, and it's also tomorrow, And 7,000 pounds is online. One more. Third. And this is again tomorrow. And okay, guys, we have saved this. So once we click it, we can see all these three list view records as well. First appointment, second, third appointment. So if we click on first appointment, this is a form view. As I have so list and then form. If you want to see, you can just go. This is the first record form view. This is a second form view of the second record, and this is a third form view of the third record. And this is the list view. And now I will show you what is a Kanban view looks like. Click it here. This on the right hand side, right corner. If you scroll your mouse here, you will see Kanban. I click it here and you can see three beautiful cards. As you know, in the footer section, I have just given the amount. And then in the main section, body section, the first, and I also given the bold to my the title of my Kanban. So if I click it here, it will again open the form view. This is how it is working. So these are the Kanban views, and now I show you the calendar view. If you scroll your mouse here, you will see a calendar view. You click it and you will see that a calendar view, it will open a calendar view, guys. So today is Saturday, and the next is so if you see in Sunday, all my three appointments are, so you can see this first appointment, second appointment, and third appointment. And if I click any one of them, you will see an activity will be opened. You can see all the details. So record name is second, amount is 7,000. This is the date and everything. You can also edit it, and again it will open the form view. So guys, I believe you have a very detailed view and knowledge about all these four views. We have discussed list view, form view, calendar view, and Kanban view. I hope you like this video. I have just tried my best with all my abilities and knowledge. I've just tried my best to explain you in a very, very simple and detailed way about all these four views. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, spread the word, and come up with different ideas, any different ideas you want me to come up with. If you want to ask any question, please feel free to ask any question on the comment section. And till then, take care of yourself and your family, and take care of yourself again. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.